All right, I got just enough sunlight left. Let's get into it. Nick's still running table with the Vayu-Turbo on the left versus Vayu-Turbo mirror match. Justin on the right. Um, Starting us off, we got a nice little set, probably a Ryko, knowing these Vayus. Um, I don't know if I've seen Justin before. He wasn't too familiar. This might be his first monthly over at the Armoury with us, but obviously Nick's been around for a minute. So let's see if he can take this Vayu-Turbo build all the way to the finals. Regardless, this is one of the best I've seen Nick do, and maybe it is due to the change up, moving away from the frogs. I really liked seeing this play. Starting us off, he doesn't go for the Necro, and that Necro has been working for him, but makes a Vayu play nice and early. Hits over the set Vayu. Sets one and passes. Justin's got a Rhoda. Gets a Greffer of his own. He's going to normal summon Sirocco. Goes through. Then he's going to discard for the Greffer. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Hey, Siri. No, I don't. Whatever. Sorry. For the Greffer, Nick hits it with the Royal Oppression, but he's still able to make a Vayu play. Attacks over the Greffer for 300, and then he just already took the second 23 from the Armor Master. Allures and has to banish a Vayu. Sets two and passes. Pretty quickly got Nick all the way down to 46. He draws. He's got the True Nade, so with the True Nade he can start doing some special summons, dodging whatever he has back row. So activates the True Nade. He brain controls. Does he take the Sirocco, or he's thinking? I think he has a Caius in hand, so either one is going to be in his graveyard, keeping Vayu alive. But he tributes, banishes, and hits him for, or it deals 1,000. Burns him for 1,000. Special summons the Vayu. Hits him for 23. No gores. And swings for 24. Brings Justin all the way down to 2,300. Let's see if he can get out of this. Oh, with the Burial, sends double Vayu and the Armor Master. So he's going to make an armed, or makes the, oh dude, I can't do these. Too many Black Wings with the same name. So hits over for 100. Leaves the other Vayu in there for follow-up, I'm sure. Nick's going to set his Ryko. Turn his... Is that one Armed Wing? I don't know. Armed Wing. And top decks the Gale. That's good. That helps. That's an out. Ryko pops one of the back rows. It's Torrential. Chains it. Mills 3 Caius, Hamster, and Vayu. Nick knows he has a couple Vayu option in his grave. So does he want to waste the normal summon? Goes for the Arm Master, whatever. Bottomless. Nick still has the normal summon, so maybe he sets the Necro and passes. Sets it real slow. Smart. Make him think it's a Raikou. I think the speed that you do is how you know. Armor Master sends another Vayu, the third Vayu, so now he's got 2 Vayu plays in Grave. Makes, I think that was the Sirocco, and he's going to make both the Crimson guy, Silverwind. I remember that one. Hits over the Necro, 14, and blocks the 28. Buys him another turn. So now the Gale can only help him so much. The Chalice at this point is essentially dead. I mean, you can Gale, cut one of them. Swing over that one. Oh, the Mirror Force, and that's setting the Chalice. Let's see if he knows one of them's oppression, so he's not too worried about that. But he is worried about a Mirror Force. So he's going to change it to defense, so if he needs to follow up and attacks with the other two, they both go through. Vayu-Turbo with Justin takes game 1. Let's see. Nick's been pulling out backdoors all day, so let's see if he can get another one. D-Prison in hand. Does he have a Greffer? Greffer ditches the Vayu. Send Necro. Do it. Yes, dude. This has been working for you. Sends the Vayu from hand and Necro from deck. Protects his Greffer for a follow-up play. And I think he still set the D-Prison. I can't really tell what the other cards he has are, but Justin sets 2 and passes. Holds on to the Allure. Probably nothing he wants to banish out of his hand yet, so Justin's holding on to that D-Prison and something else. So ditches the Plague. This is a great draw. And then probably send the Sirocco so you can start making Vayu plays. You also have like Brio or Goyo at this point if you wanted. Sees what he can do with Greffer for 17. Let's see if he wants to follow up with another Greffer just to keep something on field, or wants to set one of the other two. Is, I don't know if it's a Vayu or something. Summons the Greffer, discards. Vayu. And then maybe sent a Vayu. I couldn't really see what. The Grave is slightly off camera, but Nick's been good about shuffling or getting it back on, and we see that he has a Vayu. So special summons the Cyber Dragon, and Nick's forced to D-Prison, which means his Necro is still alive. So can make an Armed Wing now, and then follow up with his second Vayu later, unless he wants to ditch. But it looks like he has Caius and Gores in his hand, so maybe he doesn't want to waste one of them with Greffer. He knows they could be useful later on. Swing for 17. That one goes through. And chooses not to attack? Nope. He's gonna an attack, and the other D-Prison. So now he still has the Necro if he needs. Justin draws 2, Raikou and something, and banishes his Armageddon Knight. Sets the Raikou, sets another spell or trap. Now he can ditch Armageddonite if he wants. Tributes for Caius to banish. Okay. You don't want him. You want to keep him out of his grave. That's good. Oh, and he got the card trooper for the mills. One of them's Vayu. One of them's Raiko. Lane Dark. I don't know. Not everyone does run the what am I saying? Not everyone runs the Chaos Sorcerer in their values, but nice 19 Gores token. That's good. Doesn't have to waste his Gores. You can kind of just bait out stuff with the back, or bait out the back row with the token. And he's gonna go for it. So hits over the card trooper for 23, and then hits him another 19, and then lets him go. He still has the Armageddonite. Specials Cyber Dragon. Tries to hit over for 2, and then sets 1 and passes. Now you can normal summon the Armageddonite to put a Sirocco in grave, make a Vayu play, but you might want to wait because he also has. It looked like he had charge too. Tops for Plague. Specials Dark Armed. Banishes the Greffer. Banishes the second Greffer to pop one of the back rows. Activates Return. So now he's forced to pass. And let's see. I mean, he could try to hit over. Oh. Brio? No, that's not. Doesn't really want to fuel the grave, but I suppose going into the level 6 fuels the grave a little more. Justin still has 1 in hand, so he's not out. Banishes the Armageddonite, pops the pro set heavy. And now do you want to attack? Maybe you try to steal like a Cyber Dragon or Armageddonite. Probably Cyber Dragon. You don't want him to have lights in there. So he's gonna, yeah. I think at that point he's destroying some stuff, and then it would have been plenty to attack over. So, Vayu-Turbo, Nick takes game 2, and we're into game 3. Let's see if he can pull off the backdoor 2-0. The Vayu-Turbo mirrors crazy, and this is what the first match was Black Wings, then it was Heroes, and then it was a Vayu-Turbo type, the OCG Black Feathers, and now he's got another Vayu. Again, there's a lot of Vayus this turn. I do see the value of that Shadow Imprisoning. That did a lot more than I thought. So specials the Cyber Dragon, loses it to the D Prison, but I'm guessing it wasn't a Raiko set. Trap Dust Shoot, Dark Armed, Caius, and Armageddonite. So I feel like you got to go for the Caius, because if you did just set a Raiko, really whatever you said. Wow. So he tributes his Vayu, banishes the Necro. Okay. Torrential and Brain Control. So now you got to play around the Torrential Brain Control. How are you going to get out of this Caius? I mean, there's plenty of options, but it still hurts that... I don't know why you wouldn't do the Caius. I mean, he was eventually going to get the Darks in there for Dark Armed, but maybe he didn't have an out to Dark Armed yet. That Caius was going to slow you down a lot. All right, Rhoda's for Armageddonite. He's going to send... What do you send? Plague. I mean, you don't really have any value follow-up yet. So I think you got to send the Plague. Plague, top for Plague, Synchro for one of your 6. Oh, I guess he's just going to send the value. Maybe he's hoping to draw into something or bluff like he's going to. He's got a Torrential of his own. Sets one and passes. Normal summons Armageddon Knight. Torrentials. Armageddon's still going to send something. Send the Sirocco. Still makes a Armor Master, Armed Wing, which at this point, I mean, you're just turning the clock on, so hits him for 23. And he's gotta set the Burial so he can at least Necro next turn. Normal summons Grefford, discards his Caius. I mean, you can't send Plague. Oh, yeah. I forgot you had the value from earlier. So now that his Burial makes a little more sense, even if he wants to, whether he crashes or not. So crashes, hits him for 17, sets the Burial. Justin Brain Controls. That's not good. Normal summons Gale. He has forced the Burial, so he can buy himself another turn. So Nick will eat the 13. He's got to block it, but at least he's got a value play next turn. And then he synchros for a level 7. Armor Master. This is an Armor Master with an effect, so his value isn't gonna help him out that much. And Nick concedes, and that's gonna be our round 4. In the next one, we got the finals. One more Vayu-Turbo. Justin's gonna stay on the table. It was a great showcase from Nick. Keep up with these values. I think this is your calling. One more time, I'm going to shout out the Armoury, 97 Huttleston Ave in Fairhaven, Massachusetts. The Friday before the YCS Province, if anyone's flying in early and wants to get some extra duels, we're going to be hosting our monthlies. There will probably be a capacity, so I'll try to get all the notes in the description below. Hopefully I see you guys there. If not, peace. We'll see you at the YCS.